Hi, nine pinners, nine personal year journeyers. This is Krystene Mourier, and this is your video covering the December invitation and shadow energy for 2025. Congratulations, you guys made it. What? 9 personal years are kind of hard to get through. And I just celebrate all of you, and bravo for how you managed this year of release and with compassion and kindness and grace. You all are moving into a one personal year next year in a one global year. So this is a really big deal. It is an enormous opportunity that you have to bring into your life and your world things that matter to you, that are uniquely spearheaded from the bubbling, beautiful essence of the core of who you are, what makes you tick, that you will be living for a long time, years and years to come. It will be a part of your story moving forward. So before I dive into wrapping this month with a 9-3 energy, which is beautiful, I want to let everybody know that on the 16th of December, I am teaching a live class over at 12academy.com. And it is a 75-minute course that is going to cover the personal year cycles, all 9 of them, what their aim and their target and their bogey is. And more importantly, what are the hard month dates, the months and dates that you're going to want to front load, aim for, prepare for with launches in your life. It could be something for applying for a job. Again, this is all boots on the ground. How you're making your money, where you're living, who you're living with sometimes comes into play. What you're doing inside of how you're making your money, who you're doing it with, how you're doing it, what it's producing, all this kind of good stuff. So there are hard dates in every single personal year that you can plan for, you can gun for, you can make a plan around trips, also an easy lock and load. Sometimes it's marriages. I get the most interesting calls from people when they're asking when is a good time to have a baby. That one, I love that one. That's one of my favorites. Marriages is common. Launching a business is common, or a new leg of a business is common. Buying a house, it's common. And this is something that you can plan for. So good news about this class, you don't need to be there live. It will be recorded and sent to the entire roster list. So the only thing you need to do is get your name on the list, and that link is yours forevermore. You know what I love about knowing about the personal year cycles, when you start to get to know them a little better and you learn about your family and your friends, where everybody's at, it produces a really great conversation that we don't typically have with those we're in a relationship with, proactively supporting one another in a way that is interesting and dynamic and supportive, right? So if you're like next year you're in 1, how can your people support you? And then if you know what they're in, I'm moving into a 7, how can my people support me, right? Yeah, it's really cool. And it's interesting. I find it endlessly fascinating. I really do. This is proof positive to that, right? Okay, so let's jump into the invitation that you guys have. You have this beautiful 3 energy. You're wrapping the 9. You know what the 9 is all about. You're front loading compassion, joy, and creative expression. That's what I really want you guys to do. We'll be talking a lot about that 3, which is joy and creative expression. Obviously, the higher octave of the 9 inspires you to let go what no longer serves you. and acting with kindness and a higher purpose. The 3 energy brings authentic joy and growth, collective collaboration and playfulness. And, you know, you guys you're in a 3-month. Listen to the overview for December, which the whole video is just dedicated to what our global community is moving through in December, our holy month. This is our spirit month, where we collaboratively celebrate one another's very existence with joy and connection. Yeah, it's our time where we really recognize the value of other humans around the globe who, I mean, we're having a human experience, but we're all spiritual beings, right? Yep. You guys, authentic expression. When you let the 3 do what it does, it is connected to authentically expressing who you are. Who are you? Without restriction, without repression. Because that comes in all different shapes and sizes, right? That's okay. Just take a breath for a minute. Restriction, repression. You remove blame, shame, guilt. If you take all that away and you just sit here in the present moment, what is just so quirky and fabulous about you? And then do that. Speak it. Speak it. Be the Pied Piper. That is simply, I am just unapologetically who I am. Enjoy. Let me be clear about this. So you remove blame, shame, guilt, all that stuff. If that wasn't there, how would you feel and talk? Right? Right. It's such a beautifully wild and creative, inspiring thought. Isn't that what we're all gunning for here on the planet to begin with, is to practice radical inclusivity. Practice it. Be it. Become it. Be the Pied Piper who inspires others to do the same. There is no difference between you and me. This is the backbone of the 9 frequency. Is, you know, we are here for a moment. Practice humanitarianism. Practice kindness. Practice radical kindness. Radical forgiveness. Be radical. Practice radical joy. That's what you get to do this month. I know. And what I think is so lovely for you, 9-pinners, is that you're moving into a 1 year where it is all about your unique, beautiful, badass self that is going to create something out of nothing. You know, an intangible into tangible. It's your own way of viewing the world. What blows your skirt up? What makes you happy? What do you want to do and wake up every morning doing? Because it just makes you happy. Even when it's hard, even when you're tired, right? Even when you haven't had enough sleep and there's been some resistance, self-confidence in this spot. Self-confident. You know, you need some courage and confidence and belief in yourself. And trust me, you will be tested on that in the first quarter of next year. All of us are going to be tested in the baby months of the beginning of the new cycle. All of us. None of us are immune to that. So this is a month of play. This is a month of happiness and joy that for you, darlings, for you. This is a month where you are called to be authentically expressive with your Pied Piper self. And what that does is it provides a space for others to have the courage to do the same. Yeah, it really is a beautiful idea, isn't it? Okay, so let me have a look. Growth, collective celebration. and unity through empowered transformation, through you being inspiring, right? Still this release, and I think that honestly, intuitively, what I'm thinking for you guys is that this is a release month for any barriers that might be in the way of you doing just this. So it could be in your head, belief systems. It could just be finding the courage to stand up in a moment in your life and just be you, right? If we were just on an island, that would not be a problem. We could all just be ourselves. But the moment that we're in a relationship and in community in any way, shape, or form, that's where, the cross-contamination of expectations starts to chip away at this very thing that I'm talking about. Okay, so try it. You're not going to be disappointed. Shadow aspect, you guys, if you see any of these starting to leak in, just nip them in the bud and redirect yourself to the manifestation of the higher octaves of 3, all right? Resisting change, resisting change is the underbelly of the 9 energy, where we get stuck in the past. I've been just talking to you guys so much about that. I just didn't bring it up, but it's being stuck in the stories of the past. And don't do that. Just let them go with grace. This could be a month that you can honestly let all of them go. Wouldn't that be amazing? Clinging to outdated patterns of fear and insecurity. That's all 9. This will lead you, as you know, to isolation. You're going to lose any feeling of authenticity, 3, and you'll start suppressing your emotions. This is going to go into self-doubt, and then you're going to get lonely, and then you're going to fall into not feeling important, and everybody else is before you. Don't do that, because none of that's real. None of that's real. Don't do that. If you leave this unaddressed, these patterns are going to cause stagnation in your life. You don't want that. Fractured relationships, that sounds like a mess. And missed opportunities for growth. Okay. If any of those start to say, hi, I want some time. I want some you time, so that you can express this feeling, of isolation and regret and not being able to let go of the past. Hi, I'm the past. I would like some me time now through you, and I would like you to spend your time back here in regret and anger and sadness. Don't share the you time with any of this stuff. Get yourself back. I've written a mantra for you for the month. I know I'm pretty awesome, because I adore all of you, and I am one of your biggest cheerleaders. So here it is. It's in the first person. This is my month to let compassion and creativity lead the way, shaking off the old, shining with authentic joy, and building deeper connections with the people around me. I'm choosing to flow with kindness, open up to playful moments, and welcome every chance to grow as my true, authentic self. Here's to bold moves, lots of laughter, and a little magic in every day as I weave unity and inspiration into my life and my community. And on that note, you guys, if you need any help, just come listen to this video. Because I'm like, you got this. You got this. We need all of you. We need all of you here. All of you. There isn't enough of all of our authentic, beautiful selves. Practice radical kindness, kids. Be kind. And make somebody's day brighter by saying hello. And keep that heart open and keep going. I can't believe I'm going to say this. I will see you January of 2026. We're going to launch your one personal year with a really big bang.